Lovely. Yeah, we haven't got a specific posture, so for the next 4 weeks, we're just going to kind of give our upper body a little bit of a rest and work on finding a little bit of balance for the lower body, and then we'll get right back on to some of the more intense postures. A couple of tricky transitions. So the first one is a little twisted lunge and then coming into a crescent lunge and then coming into gate. So it just involves moving the knee and moving the foot to back foot. So if you want to, you can have a little play as I talk, or you can just watch. So we're in a closed twist, which means my torso is closer to my inside leg, my front leg. So I'm kind of closing off. An open twist would be the other way. I've got freedom here, hence open. So we're in a closed twist, nice. From here, we're going to lean forward a little bit so that the weight has come off that back foot. It's going to be wobbly because we're not warm, so that's fine. We're going to lean forward. We're going to step and take that knee inside the other knee. It's a little balance. Yep. And then take it back. Perfect. Come out of the twist, coming into crescent lunge. Lower the back knee slowly. Go easy, Louise. Perfect. So we're now in a knee down lunge. And from here, we're going to come into gate. So we're going to pop that left front hand inside. We're going to move that knee behind us. Yep. And open up into gate. Yay. And then from here we can just swing that floating leg forward. Tuck that back toe behind and we're back to crescent lunge. Oh, sorry, low lunge. Yep. So it's just that transition. The problem is we kind of need to move the kneecap almost in order to get that knee out of alignment, ready for that lifted gate. Yeah, hopefully as we do a few more, it'll make sense. So we're going to add a few more pumps in Kapalabhati as well. If these are feeling still like you want to take it in your own pace, don't follow my pump rhythm, just follow your own, it's totally fine. If you need to blow your nose, now is a fab time. So remember, if you think of the muscles of the belly as having a sort of kind of belt-like function, so the fibers, especially the deeper ones, are set around like that. So when they pull in, they actually suck in. They don't kind of bulge out. When we think about a bicep, when we activate that, that makes a mound. Whereas those 3 deep layers of belly, they actually draw in. So that's the muscles we're activating. When they draw in, that space that's in the belly gets shoved up, diaphragm pushes up, all right? So think about everything drawing in, and that diaphragm's going to come up, that exhale is just going to happen. If you want, if it still feels a bit weird, take your hands to your belly so you can really feel that deep kind of belt-like tightening, which is just going to shove the diaphragm up. All right? So just release for a minute. Let's just roll the shoulders open. And then allow the shoulders to come the other way. And then just soften the neck. Feel free to make little circles or maybe just side to side movements. And at a point of your choosing, just find a quieter position, somewhere a little bit stiller. And then take 3 evenly long inhales and 3 evenly long exhales. And then we're going to inhale, really fill. And we're going to take 40 pumps from the belly. Inhale, let it go. Exhale to soften. Inhale to prepare. 40 pumps. Inhale, let it go. Exhale to soften. Inhale, fill and flood. 40 pumps. Inhale, let it go. Exhale to soften. Spend a couple of breaths just allowing the blood pressure to rebalance. And I forgot some of the counts on that last one, so forgive me if it felt a little bit longer or shorter. And then slowly transition whenever you feel ready. Slowly transition to on your back. Just going to take a time to, because I forgot that my brother is practicing with us as well. So he can't see you, and you'll probably just see an arm now and then, just in case you were wondering. So they're waving at you. Oh yeah, you can see a hand. This is what they do. They try and stop yoga as much as they can. So only kidding. Yeah, Kay's well up for it. She wants a conversation. So we're on our back. We're going to do a couple of different bridges. The first one, we're going to come and hold bridge with a block. So just like we had been doing before. So activating the inner thighs. So the block is comfortable wherever you want to pop it. Back is on the floor. Head is on the floor. Block is somewhere that you can squeeze nice and comfortably. Feet are hip distance apart depending on how slim the block is. And you're just going to lift the hips off of the ground and squeeze the blocks. So you'll keep on squeezing the block. Yep. Core is activating through those inner thighs, the fascia of the pelvic floor. Nice. Yeah, hamstring might be a little bit spasmy. If you want to take it longer, it's going to be longer, but it will be a little bit more switched on, so entirely up to you. If you want to move the feet closer or further away. Closer, your hamstrings are going to be shorter. Further away, your hamstrings are going to be longer, a little bit more able to switch on. So entirely up to you. Brilliant. So still breathing, but still squeezing. The block is there as a little prop, as a inner thigh awareness. Nice. And then gently allow the hips to glide, to fall back to the ground. Peel the block from underneath those incredible inner thighs. And then with your hands on the hip bones. So we want those kind of, the top of the hip bones, the kind of elephant ears of the hip bones. So hands come around the hip bones, thumb towards the back of the hips and the fingers are towards the front. Lift the hips. So your fingers should be feeling that front hip bone, and the back thumbs should be feeling the kind of lower back. Nice. And then really squeeze the glutes, press down the heels, lift the hips. Brilliant. So pelvic is up, pubic bone is forward, glutes are squeezed, heels are pressing down. So we're in a tilt of the pelvis here. We're in a posterior tilt. And then gently, as if you could turn the pelvis, as if you could tilt the pelvis with your hands, we're going to gently lower the hips a little bit closer to the ground, maybe halfway to the ground. And then imagine those hip bones are going to tilt closer to the knees. So the front of the hips are going to tilt closer to the knees, which means your bum is going to come closer to your head. It's a tiny movement. You might need to lower your bum almost to the ground in order to feel it. So in this position, we're kind of shortening the back a little bit. Yep. So we're still in bridge, but we're doing something completely different with our pelvis, almost like sticking our bum out. And then on an inhale, lift the hips up high, tilt the pelvis the other way. So we're tucking under. Yep, butt sucks up, pubic bone forward. Lovely. And then just do one more of the other one. So lower the hips, really nice, Kay. Yep. And then tilt back. So anterior tilt. Try and get the bum closer to your head. Yep. So there's a deeper curve going on in the lower back. And then let the hands go, but keep the hips up. And just gently walk the feet a little bit further out. So we're just going to have the hamstrings just a little bit more engaged. Yep. So walk them out at a position where you can really feel those hamstrings switched on. So wherever that means for you, feet are walking out a little bit, you can really feel the hamstrings. As opposed to the glutes and as opposed to the lower back, it's the hamstrings predominantly that are taking that weight of your incredible lower body. And then undo it, reground, hips back. Yeah, but you can return the feet a little bit closer in if you want. If you want to take a long, deep stretch, if you want to take a nice curl, Apanasana, knees to chest, whatever is going to be the right button to press. So we're going to come back to those tilts. Hopefully we'll feel them a little bit more, less subtly later on. Take your time and rock onto your side and then come all the way to tabletop. So nice and even with your tabletop, fingers spread, knees are hip distance apart. On an exhale, we're just going to drop the hips. We're not going to come to a complete child's because we're a little bit shallow. Yeah. Inhale as we rise back to tabletop. As we exhale, we're going to lift that right knee and take the foot up 5 times. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Try and keep the pelvis level. Don't let that right hip tip. Last one. Lower the knee down. Exhaling, child's. Inhaling back to tabletop. Exhaling left leg. Flex the foot. Exhaling as it comes up. Inhaling to come down. I was going a bit quick, forgive me. Last 2, really squeezing that glute. On your last one, drop the knee. Send the hips back, have a little bit of a wriggle. Just one more here. Inhale as we rise. Exhale. Inhale, gently lower. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Last 2, exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale, hold here. With your left hand, just have a look, feel the hips, just level them out. What your right hip is going to want to do, it's going to want to go higher than your left, don't let it. Right knee comes down, exhale, child's. Inhale as you come back up, table. Exhale, flex the foot, lift. Inhale, very gently drop, nice. Exhale, if you want to go at your own pace, Louise, yeah, go for it. You don't have to follow the timing. Last one here before we come to hold. And then hold here, so knee in line with hip. Imagine taking the left side a little bit closer to the ground. Right hand comes to the back of the sacrum. You can feel if the hips are level or if they're a little bit on the twisted side. And then drop the knee, drop the hand, exhale, a little bit of a wriggly down dog. Inhale, we slide all the way up, we walk the hands forward into a really beautiful plank. So really make it feel like a knees down plank. Really make it feel like we're working here. So the hips aren't up, the hips are nice. Yep. Exhale, back to a shallower child's. Inhale through to plank. Exhale, child's last one here. Inhale through to plank. Hold your plank, lift your belly. Exhale, elbows bend, belly to the floor. Inhale, leave the knees where they are, straighten the arms, nice. Exhale, elbows bend. Inhale, push. 2 more, exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. I might have said last one, but we need to come to the floor. So this one, exhale, last one. Brilliant, bend the knees. Take the hands wherever they feel comfortable. It might be underneath the head. We're going to come into little Dandasana pumps. So remember, bow pose. Push the pubic bone into the floor, squeeze the glutes. On an exhale, lift the knees, the mid-thighs away. Yep. Inhale as the knees and the mid-thighs slide back down. Exhale, lift the knees and mid-thighs off. Inhale. Exhaling to lift, squeeze the glutes. Inhaling to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Last one, exhale. Inhaling, straighten the legs. Hands come underneath the shoulders if they're not already there. Exhale, press back to child's. Same again. Inhale, knees down plank. Exhale, child's. Inhale, knees down plank. Exhale, child's. Inhale, knees down plank. This time, exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the arms, push the floor away, that's all you've got. Exhale, bend. Keep the back in its same alignment. Exhale to push. Last one. Exhale. Stay here. Hands wherever you feel most comfortable, knees bend. Push the pubic bone into the ground, tucking the pelvis. Exhale as we lift. Inhale as we lower. Maybe we get a little bit more of thighs off of the ground. Exhale as we lift, upper thighs off. Inhale to lower. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten the legs. Hands come underneath. Exhale, child's. Inhale as you come back up to table. And exhale, straighten it all out, stretch it all out. Ardha Mukhasana. Have a little bit of a cycle through the knees if the calves feel like they're a little bit tight. Maybe having a rock, a sway side to side if you're finding little, yeah, nice. And then inhale, gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. So we're just adding a tiny little bit of our sun salutation, so it's just, hopefully it doesn't throw you off. Make sure you've got space in front of your mat, otherwise you will feel like you're gonna hit something. And pop your block on its highest setting in front of your right foot. Perfect. And then come back into your forward fold. So we're just gonna add a little bit of something after chair. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, bending the knees, sitting low, chair. Take the right hand to the block. Perfect. Straighten the legs, keep the back flat. back is flat. Right hand stays down, left foot stays down. As we exhale, left hand, right foot, so opposites, come up. Exhale as they just graze the floor. Inhale as they come up. Exhale to come down, last one. Drop it down. Forward fold here. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, thumbs to the heart. Nice. Inhale, lift and spread, back bend if it feels right this evening. And exhale, forward fold. Other side, so move the block to the left, ready? Inhale, flat back. Exhale, should feel a little bit more integrated now, we've done lots of work already. Left hand to the block, so make sure it feels comfortable. You might need a couple of blocks, if it still feels a little bit, yeah, go for it. Straighten the legs. Left hand stays down, right foot stays down. On an exhale, so we're nice and core refined, we're gonna lift. On an inhale, we're gonna lower. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Perfect. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, spread and lift. Exhale, guide the thumbs to the heart center. Inhale, little back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale in our forward fold, staying here. Exhale, right leg comes back, right knee down. Familiar, right toe untucked. Inhale as we lift and reach. We're going to come up into a lunge. If you wish, you can come up with that back toe untucked. If it feels like there's no power, tuck it. Entirely your choice. Either way, lift the back knee off. Yep. Hold. Exhale, bend slowly. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, through to a knees down plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, locust, arms by your side, Shalabhasana, nice. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, finding our plank, knees stay up. Make sure the plank feels long enough, shoulders and wrists, brilliant. On an exhale, right leg comes up really high as the right leg will go. Inhale, cross it over the left. Exhale, all the way up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog, drop the head, relax the neck. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step. Pop your block in front of that right leg. And inhale, flat back. Exhale, slide down, chair pose. Right hand, block. Straighten the legs. If you can, just take a look at the back, flat. No hint of round. You could kind of lay a table on it. Right hand, left leg stays where it is. Exhale, left hand, right leg. Squeeze and hover. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hand and foot return, forward fold. Inhale as you lift, gaze up. Exhale, those thumbs find the heart. Inhale, lift and spread back bend. Exhale, give it all up, forward fold. Move the block to your left. Inhale, flat back, draw the belly in, draw the core. Exhale, weight is back, chair, sit low. Left hand, left block. Straighten the legs, lift the core. Left hand, right leg stays. Exhale, lift. Inhale just to hover. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hover, last one. Exhale to lift. Inhale, land the hand, land the foot, remove the block. Inhale, press the floor away as you reach the arms really high, standing salute. Exhale, thumbs nourish the heart. Inhale as we spread and lift, back bend, your choice. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhaling in our forward fold. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. Untuck for now. Inhale, press the ankle down, lift the thumb up. See if it feels like there's any power to lift the knee, and then your choice, tuck or untuck. Inhale as we gather. Exhale, slowly straighten that back leg. Inhale as we pause. And exhale as we slowly bend that back knee. Inhale, hands pop down. Exhale, down dog. Soften the head, soften the jaw. Inhale, slide the weight forward. Your choice. Knees up, knees down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, locust. Exhale, down dog. Nice and easy. You've still got plenty of time. Inhale, knees up, plank. Yep. Wrist underneath the shoulder. Feet are hip distance apart. Exhale, squeeze the left glute, raise the left leg. Inhale as you cross the ankles. Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale if you fancy it. Little bit of a jump. Your choice. We're not using the block on these rounds, so don't worry. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, forward. Inhale in our forward fold. Exhale, right leg back. This time right knee stays up. Right hand stays down. Left hand comes up to a twist. So we're in a closed twist. We're looking to that front. Yeah, so we're going to come into those transitions now. Get everything nice and steady. Take the weight forward a little bit. Later on, we're going to come off of that back, that bottom hand. But for now, we've got the bottom hand. Weight is forward. Back leg is light. Exhale as you tuck the knee in. And then inhale, step it back. Undo the twist, crescent lunge. Brilliant. From here, gently, just as we did before, exhale, lower the knee. Really gently. Going to come into our gate. Right hand comes down. This front leg is going to float. And that back knee is going to turn behind us. Ready for floating gate. Yeah, take time. I know it looks weird. Once your body figures it out, you don't need to think about it. Yeah. Undo it. Floating leg comes forward. Return that back knee. Lift the arms up. Exhale. Back into crescent lunge. Brilliant. Take your closed twist. Yes. Hand can come down or not, your choice. In fact, not your choice. Let's the hands come down, otherwise we're going to die. Brilliant. Lean forward, back leg is light. Exhale as you tuck in. Inhale to replace. Exhale, undo it. Inhale to reach, lovely. Exhale, very gently lower. And inhaling, open up, gate. That's it, looking great. Lovely, Louise. Exhale in our gauge, just have a little pause. Inhale, undo it, front leg comes back. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale to pause. Exhale, close twist on our block. Inhaling to pause, squeeze the inner thighs together and lean forward. Exhale as we bend. Inhale as we replace. Exhale, undo it. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, super slow, back knee lowers. Inhale, front leg becomes the floating leg. Gay. Yeah, you got it. Exhaling to pause. Inhaling. Front leg, low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to lift. Inhale to pause. Last one here. Exhale, open twist, close twist. Lean forward. Exhale. Inhale, undo it. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, very gently lower. Inhale. Exhale to pause. Inhale, floating leg comes in front. Exhale, lift. Inhale to pause. Exhale, pop the hands down. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Coming in for a little bit of a respite. A small little flow, side stretch. Regather the breath if you want to take a little bit of a twist. Whatever movements your body needs. So there's a little bit of a change of tone. There's a little bit of a slightly more complicated breath. We're going to take a tiny pendulum swing using side stretches and forward folds. But the breath is a little bit unusual. Inhale as the arms come all the way up. Exhale, side stretch to the right. When you get to the end of that exhale, take a pause. So it's like I've taken a little photo. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale the way we just came, over to the left. Taking a pause. Inhaling. Exhale, surrender down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, back the way we just came, towards the right. Inhaling to pause, draw the belly in. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, push the floor away, lies. Last one here. Exhale, side stretch to the left, taking a pause. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center. If you've moved away from the top of your mat, just have a little bit of a wander back. And exhale into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Coming into the other side, inhaling, flat, long back. Exhaling, bend the knees, sit low. Yeah, lovely, really low. Inhale as you sweep and extend, look up. Exhaling, those thumbs find the heart. Inhale, reach, back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling your forward fold. Exhaling, forward fold. Pausing, releasing the jaw, the head. Next, exhale, step the left leg back. Leaving the left leg up and popping the block underneath you. If that felt better, so you choose. We're going to come into the closed twist on the other side. If block felt really lovely, go for it. So left arm is down, right arm is up. We're looking towards that front knee. Perfect. Start to lean forward until that back leg feels light. And then exhale, tuck it in. Inhale as you take it back. Exhale as you start to undo it. Inhale as you draw the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, slowly drop the knee. Back leg, foot comes out. Inhale. Right, Sammy, yeah. I know one side feels all right, the other side goes, what? It's all right, we're here. Back leg comes forward. Replace that knee. Inhale as we lift the arms. And exhale as we very gently, nice. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, open the closed twist, if that made any sense. Start to lean the weight forward. Exhale, with power, we tuck. Inhale, we replace, looking great. Exhale, we start to undo it. Inhale, we lift and spread. Exhale, we find power, we bend the knee. We're going to take that back foot, turn it the outside of our mat, so it's no longer going to be on the mat. Front knee becomes that floating leg. Yep, perfect, you got it. Undo it. Floating leg becomes at front. Gather that back foot. Inhale as we sweep the arms up, just 2 more. Exhale as we reach. Inhale as we pause. Exhale as we close that twist. Inhaling. Exhaling, tuck in. Inhaling. Undoing, exhaling. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, bend the back knee super slow. Inhaling, floating gait. Replace that front leg. Replace that back foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, knee up. Inhale as we store. Exhale. Close twist. Just 1 more. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, start to undo. Inhale, spread and lift. Use the feet. Exhale, bend the knee. Plenty of time. Go easy with the knees, go easy if it starts to feel a little bit iffy. Inhale. Draw the right knee forward. Inhale as the arms come up. Exhale to lift. Inhale, hands come forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Hang here. I would suggest as you hang that you get a little twist through the hips. And you just invite any tissues that might have been super switched on, outside of thighs, glutes and the lower back, just give them a little bit of time to release. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to come all the way up to stand and just undo the back, undo all of those twists. Roll the shoulders, let them find some space. And then exhale as we twist nice and easy. Inhale to recenter. Arms are heavy. Exhaling to twist. Inhale, recenter. We're just letting everything re-establish. Inhale. As you do this, just start to think about Kapalabhati. So those deep exhales and the passive inhales. We're going to take those same movements that we've done in our sun salutations and we're going to add Kapalabhati on. When you next find yourself in that front plane, come into stillness. Again, make sure you've got space. If you need to change your position, go for it. We're going to put the block just like we've been doing in front of our right foot. This time we're going to take a lot more pumps and we're going to add Kapalabhati on. So as we lift the arm and the leg, that's the heavy lifting, we're going to use that integrated core, that pump. So it's going to be faster If you wish, add Kapalabhati. If it feels weird, just add a strong contraction through the whole core. So right hand is on the block, right foot is behind the block. I feel like I've lost it. No, yes, yeah. So we're in a flat back. When you're ready, we're going to exhale, right leg, left arm. Yep, so we're in Warrior 3. Perfect. And then inhale, just glide it down. Exhale, we're going to take one more here before we start to speed it up. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale, when you're ready, Kapalabhati. Three, 2, 1. Exhale, long and slow. If the blood pressure needs a little bit more, bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs together, and slowly come up. So if it feels like the blood pressure's, yeah, nice. Just take your time before we come to the other side. However you want to undo it. When you're ready, block in front of the left leg, left hand on the block. So we're going to be moving the right hand and the left leg. Exhaling long and slow, squeeze that back left glute. Inhaling to undo everything. Exhaling long and slow. Inhaling to undo. Exhaling. Inhaling, taking a pause. When you're ready, Kapalabhati exhales. 2, 1, exhale, soften here, make sure the head is wherever the head wants to be. Just take note of blood pressure. If you need to squeeze the thighs together, just helping that blood pressure come back up. Yep. Just undo it however you wish. Perfect, well done. When you're ready, walk to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Forward fold. Inhaling in our forward fold, just nothing to do. One more really small, really nice round. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, locust. Exhale, down dog. Nice and smooth. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale to cross. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Head is heavy. Soften through the eyes, let the tongue just sit. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, fire up the back line, locust. Nice, beautiful. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, left glute switches on. Raise it high, nothing else changes. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, really high. Inhale to tuck. Exhale, push back. Inhale, drop to your knees. Before we come to dolphin, exhale. Soften in child's. Soften in child's. If you want to take a side stretch in child's, we haven't done super loads of them, so go for it. If your triceps feel like they need to, bend the elbows. Take the thumbs to the back of the neck and stretch them out. You might need to walk the elbows a little further forward, Kate, or unless you feel happy where you are. 5 more really deep breaths. Last 2 full breaths. When you're ready, replace the hands. Inhale as you come back up to tabletop. Exhale as you push the hips back, bend the elbows, forearms come down. Notice how the shoulders are way behind the elbows. So take a look now, the shoulders are way behind the elbows. As you press through the hands, push the elbows down, lift the hips, tuck the toes and exhale to dolphin. See if you can slide the shoulders in line with the elbows. They're no longer behind, they're in line. Nice, beautiful. And then just like we've been doing in plank, we're gonna take the right leg up and just hold it there. Squeeze that right glute. Nice. Shoulders stay in line, active. Whenever you next exhale, lower the right leg. Inhale to do nothing. Exhale, left leg. Hold it there. Yep, a little bit higher now. Left glute squeeze. Nice, yep. Beautiful, Sammy, looking really great. Next exhale, lower it down. Inhale to do nothing. Just 2 more. Exhale, right leg up. Yep. Squeeze the glute. Yeah. Exhale, lower down. Just last one. Inhale, nothing. Exhale, other side. Squeeze the glute. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lower the knees. Your choice, a twisted child might be lovely. Your choice. You might want to take the knees wide and make that little bed for your torso, for your head. Either way, 6 full breaths. Just feel all of the body's systems switched on. Everything moving around. Air, blood, the nervous system. Last 2 breaths. In your own time, we're going to come up, we're going to grab a block, and we're going to really lovely make our way onto our back. We've worked incredibly hard. Hopefully legs feel like they're massively, nicely worked. Take your block just so it's ready with you. We're going to take some Baddha Konasanas and some supported bridges and legs up the wall as well. So just reversing all that really heavy leg stuff. So for now, nice easy pigeon. If you would prefer a pigeon where we get the front of the quads, feel free to take pigeon the other way round. So if you really feel that front quad needs to be lengthened, go for it. Pigeon the usual way, all right? I.e. here, because then you can grab hold of this leg. But if the front of the thighs feel all right and it's more the back, which is predominantly what we've been working on, then you can come and lay those heads down, shoulders, right knee comes in, right ankle comes across. And then you might want to grab behind the thigh, you might want to grab on top of the shin. And I know I say it all the time, but I love to rock in a pigeon. And if you haven't already started to move the head in those same rocks, then I invite you to see what it feels like to rock the head and the eyes in the same direction. And then we're going to spend 4 breaths in whichever position we want to, maybe carrying on rocking, or maybe finding somewhere in that rock that feels even better. So just remember, when you rock away from the sensation, It's going to increase the stretch. If you're feeling the sensation in your right hip, if you rock to the left, it's going to increase the sensation. And then very, very carefully start to untangle the hands, land the feet, have a little bit of a wriggle, reset in neutral. And then left knee comes in. Left ankle across. Take your time here if you wish. Right foot might come up. Hands might grab. Whatever, wherever. And then maybe those soft rocks. A little head massage as you move your head from left to right. And just as with full formal breaths, wherever you feel you most need it, that might still be moving, that might be in stillness. Whenever that fourth breath has expired, you can gently allow the hands to unwrap, to return feet back. We're going to take legs up the wall on a block. If you have got a perfect space for legs up the wall, then be my guest. Have a little bit of a move around. Otherwise, legs up the wall with the block is lovely. It's a little bit more hard work, so you get all the benefits. And in fact, unlike legs up the wall, it's actually a proper inversion because your heart is higher than your head. So we pop our block. Your choice, middle setting or lower setting. It's underneath your sacrum as usual. When it feels like it's in the right place and you can pop some weight over there, tuck one knee in, re-establish the balance. Tuck the other knee in, just re-establish the balance, find the hover, and then straighten the legs to any degree. They don't have to straighten all the way. I really like to have my kind of feet meeting and my knees meeting because it's less effort. Nice. Just going to leave you here, just reversing that flow, helping all of the veins. So the body and the blood is just starting to pool a little bit into the head. So just make sure this feels like a nice sensation. And really allow the breath to be full. And really gently, as if you're moving in slow motion, very gently, return one foot, bend one knee, gently bend the other, and then carefully pop the feet onto the floor. Yep. If you want to keep the block there for a minute, do so. Just let that blood pressure just re-establish. So allow the blood just to start draining a little bit away. And notice that sensation of heaviness and lightness at the same time. We're going to release the front of the hips, come into supported bridge. So you probably already know which position you want your block to be in for supported bridge, middle or lower. And once again, it comes to the sacrum, that really lovely flat piece of bone. And all we're going to do now is just see how the body feels. So it might be that we can go deeper, it might be that we can go higher, but it's not really about whether that's possible, it's just about what feels good today. So you've just done a really deep movement. You fired up areas that don't usually get worked in a normal day. And you've concentrated the breath. If it does feel nice to straighten up one leg, keeping the heel to the ground, then you can do so. That's just going to add heel to the ground. Yeah, straighten up. Heel to the ground. And maybe both legs do it if it feels really nice. But the key here is that you give the weight of the body. You just give the full weight. Nothing is switched on. Whole weight is given in. If you need to adjust somewhere, change the position of your head or your hands, or maybe have a little rock, go for it. And then very gently start to transition away from the block and lower those hips, those three big glute muscles that have done so much heavy lifting. Just let them fall to the floor. Hug the knees in, take Apanasana, knees to chest. And as you hover in Apanasana, it might feel right that you just slightly change Apanasana into Happy Baby. So just as you rocked, would it feel nicer to open up the knees, grabbing hold of the toes, and then taking the soles of the feet to the sky or to the ceiling? Yep, only you know. Or it might feel nicer just to stay in Apanasana, maybe taking the knee and the forehead closer together. And come out whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. We're going to come into a supported back bend. So it might be that you want to lay on your front for your supported back bend and coming into Sphinx or Crocodile. But it might be, if you've got two blocks, that you can come into your supported back bend laying on your back. One of the blocks coming onto the shoulder blades. One of your blocks coming onto the back of your head. So if you want to be prone, if you're feeling a little bit quieter in the body, a little bit stiller, it might be nice to come and face the earth. Sphinx is a deeper but still a nice and supported back bend. Or we often do the one block for our shoulder blades, block for the back of our head, arms open. So entirely up to you. That's a little bit more open to the sky, a little bit more receptive, a little bit more energetically awake, but entirely whatever you feel like. They're both perfect. If you're taking the block to your shoulder blades, it's on the bones of your shoulders, so make sure it's comfortable. It's normally on its lowest setting. Feel free to make it on its middle if you wish. And then support the head. And if you are on your back, allow the arms to open, stretching out through the chest. If you're on your belly and Sphinx is getting a little bit too much, Just gently walk the elbows forward, away from your head. Yep. And then you can grab hold of the elbows with the palms and lower the head, rest the neck. And then just before we come into Shavasana, we're going to come into a twist. So if you're not already lying on your back, feel free to come and nestle onto your side. If you feel like we've done a couple of big twists today, if you feel like twists are all good, you might want to take something else. Otherwise, lying on your back, arms in a T shape. If our double twist, where we bring both knees in together, knees and ankles, feels all right, then it might be you want to cross the legs over this time. So if that twist with the knees together has been feeling fine, feel free to cross the right leg over the left, lift the feet, and then gently take the legs over to the left. Yep, great. Arms come out into a T. If you're in that cross-legged twist and it just feels a little bit too deep, you can either move that back hand closer to your glutes, or you can bring those knees onto here. Well done, Kay. You can bring those knees onto a block. And we've been in our twist for a few moments. Just see if it's possible to loosen off the belly even more. That belly has supported all of the balances, supported all of the planks. See if you can unwind it, unknot it. And as usual, your choice. If you want to come out on an inhale, just take one leg at a time. Your exhale is going to connect you a little bit more deeply with the core, so you can bring both legs up to center. Just spend a couple of breaths, letting the back into that natural alignment. You need to move your blocks to the other side. Get comfy, plenty of time. You know that you're there for a while, so really make sure that you've got everything you need on that side. Whenever you're ready to twist, legs come up. Use the whole long exhale, those kind of 8 beats to exhale, in order to get the knees down. And again, we've been here for a while, so really let the torso go. The sides of the waist, the obliques, the deeper postural muscles, those kind of belt-like muscles that draw in to support the limbs. And then your choice how you want to unwind Exhaling from the core, lifting both knees or inhaling one at a time. And take a little bit of room, have a little bit of a wriggle, move around. And whenever it's best for you to find Shavasana, and wherever you want to find Shavasana, it might be you just curl up on the sofa for 5 minutes. That would be amazing. And Elaine's just reminded me as well, if your shoulders feel like they need, now you're right, you're so right, if your shoulders feel like they've done quite a lot of planks and quite a lot of dolphins, if you want to stretch out the shoulders, you can just briefly sit up and have that really nice back of the shoulders here. If you found dolphin quite challenging, it might be that just before you have Shavasana, you take a couple of eagle arms, which is going to lengthen and soften, this position. So round the lower back. If dolphin was, you want to press the elbows out and just lift them slightly. That's so funny. Everyone's like, yes, dolphin. And then undo it, shake it off. And then other side. So elbows in line with the shoulders first, and then push the elbows away from you. Upper back finds space, and then breathe into that space. And then undo it. If you wish as well, I know we've been taking a lot of traps, so feel free to take those lovely circles, taking your time to come into each quadrant of the neck and the upper back. Yeah, got plenty of time. Yeah. And don't forget, as you loosen the neck, just loosen through the wrists. So the wrists are kind of the bottom part of your neck, and the head is kind of the top. So both of those things. Yeah. And you can spend as long as you wish doing that. Shavasana is waiting for you whenever you feel ready. And it might be really lovely when you find yourself in Shavasana just to absorb, so just to lay and rest and absorb all of that work, all of that fresh blood, all of that new oxygen. Of course, we have been thinking about extending our exhale, so if you want to carry on with that, inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 8. Equally brilliant. Just whatever you need tonight. There's space.
And you can move however you wish, readjusting and then carefully curling and moving over to your right hand side or your left if you know your left is a better place. And just staying here, just spending a tiny second saying thank you to your body for doing everything that it's done, not just in your practice, but everything today is done without question. And knowing that your body does the absolute best it can for you. Inhale whenever you're ready and come up to that strong seated neutral spine. Inhaling as we extend and grow. Exhaling as we go back to the earth. Inhaling to fill. Exhaling to empty. Inhaling palms up. Left and right together. Exhaling through the heart center. Namaste.